Hello everyone, welcome back to Polygon Wizard Plays Minecraft. This is episode 23. Today I'm going to show you what's happened in the aftermath of the Ender Dragon fight last episode, what I've been building, and we're going to talk a little bit about the Minecraft 1.7 Snapshot that came out last week. So, without further ado, let's get started. Alright, as the sun goes down, we're here on Cow Island. And we're going to head inside into the stronghold here. Since the Ender Dragon fight last time, I've been working on an Enderman farm in the end. And I've used up about all of my iron. I've since mined a little bit more. I used up all of my string, and I used a ton of the cobblestone I had built up because it was the building block I had the most of easily. So I'm going to show you what I've done out there. I still have my spawn set here, so I can just go into the end. So as you can see, I've got a tunnel dug that way, and a little bit of a tunnel dug that way. Up here's the stairs we went up to the surface to get to Godot do the fight last time. But back here, it's kind of the edge of the island, so I made a little tunnel down here, as you can see, with a ladder. And the way you do this is I built this out over the edge, so it's just over the void. And then, in between a couple of blocks, you put lava. So where the cobblestone is was a lava flow. And then right next to the lava flow, you have a bucket of water come down. Like, you have to wait for the lava to reach the bottom since it's slow. And we're going to head down the ladder, because whatever. And then you put the water next to it, and it makes cobblestone on the way down. So I just did that 4 times, so I have a nice little chute down at the bottom here. And what you're doing for the Enderman farm I'm building, it needs to be built at level 1. So, if I hit F3 here, you can see my feet position is y equals 1. So, the reason you do that is so that you can have the most efficient space to build in possible, up to the 128 build height. If you build all below that, the farm is much more efficient and drops a lot more Endermen. But as you can see, it's coming into view here, and it'll be much taller eventually. So this right here is the drop part where it's skinnier, and then this part here where it's all overlapping is all the spawning pads, and I can climb up there in a bit and show you what it's like. It's not completely safe right now because I don't have it covered in water or anything to stop them from teleporting, but hey, it works. See? They drop in. I've only had enough materials for 12 levels. In this design you can fit up to 38. Yes, so as you can see, even with 12, it fills up pretty quickly. So you can just run along here and punch to your heart's content and turn your sound down because it's really loud. But anyway, this design uses tripwires and pistons, and the good thing is when you're building it, the pistons are above your head, so it pushes up at the Enderman's head. I'm going to try not to look at them, because there's a little kind of trap there to keep them, but as you see, they can spawn on this platform and they trip the wire, and then a piston right up above here pushes their head basically, and they drop down. And then where you saw briefly all those Endermen here that I'm not going to look at is kind of, they stand there because they missed, and then eventually they despawn. But right above them is a drop reset basically with vines, so that they fall and they get stuck to there, and then they're always falling the same amount of blocks basically to the bottom. So there's a little bit of a margin for error there, so sometimes you'll get 2-hit kills, or sometimes they'll die when they hit at the bottom, but that's like any Enderman farm you build, or any kind of drop style farm. So as you can see, put those away. I don't want to accidentally throw myself off the edge. I've put myself an ender chest in here. I've got a place for enchanting that I have not put books around yet, but I have bookshelves, so let's just do that right now. And I'm gonna make this place a lot prettier eventually, but it's just kind of, you know, a working version right now, so I can come and actually get tons of enchant levels now, so it's kind of great. I like hitting them with food, because like the steak or potatoes or something, you have a lot more swing distance, so it looks more fun. But that's just me. I'm gonna go ahead and get up to 30 levels here really quick. But yeah, see, even with 12 spawning pads, I'm not running out anytime soon. I think when I was doing it before, starting at 0 levels, I would get to about 15 to 20 before they'd run out, just going back and forth like that. So, oops. It's not the most efficient, but I don't know if I'm going to complete it all the way to the 38 levels or not. It's not something I actually, you know, really need. But, okay, I don't have that many bookshelves. Let's see. I named this before I enchanted it. Oh, I can get level 30s. Alright. Let's get one with a lot of characters for some no reason whatsoever. Efficiency 4. What I can do with that later is add books to it. Once I make a bunch of books, I can enchant that and get a lot more cool stuff on here. Right now I've got just Unbreaking 3, Efficiency 1. It's not really awesome, but I was having trouble naming it. So anyway, yeah, we're going to build this all out, you know, get a roof on it, pour water over it, so you don't really see the cobblestone tower at all, really. And if I'm going to use this enough until I get a silk pick touch, so I can put ice along here and make a speed run. A speed walk, whatever you want to call it, so that when you run and jump along it, you go really fast. That's my plans anyway. And I'll probably build up the floor 1 block higher than where I'm at right now. Just so, you know, I don't have to try and get rid of this end stone, the cheese. I think it looks kind of like Swiss cheese, so that's why I call it that. As you may remember from the Ender Dragon fight. Oh, that thing is teleporting after me, isn't it? Well, you can't climb ladders, so suck it. Sword of Justice +2. I don't remember what's on it. So yeah, I named all of these just because I could. I was trying to upend from. So I got Bow Tie, Choppy, Dig Dug, Awesome Pick, Sword of Justice +2. And then I have the Pick Me that you saw that I still have in my chest. Creative names, I know. I have a little bit of stuff left in here. Eventually I'll probably dress this up. I might add some farms in here, like cows and sugarcane, so I can make books out here if I want to, but not yet. Luckily, the portal wasn't too far away, so you don't have to go very far. I just put a door in here so you can go out to the surface should you want to. And we're back here in the portal room. So as I said before, I ran out of iron and string. Iron you need for all the tripwire hooks and the pistons, you use a ton of it. And then string you need for all the tripwire hooks to hook them up, you know, because you have to put the string in between the two, otherwise it doesn't work, right? So I had, I think, 2.5 stacks of string built up just from fighting mobs at night from when I started this Let's Play till now. Quite a bit of string, but not nearly enough to finish the farm. Like I said, I ran out at 12 spawn pad levels on that thing. And that's about a third of the way, like I said, 38. So, roughly a third. It's not exactly a third of the way. But I had to find a way to do string. And I'd forgotten that in here, in this stronghold, there is a spider spawner. I had forgotten that, and then I was wandering around in here again looking for something else, and I found it again. I was like, oh yes! Sweet! So I made it into a spider trap. And you can hear them kind of now, or well, maybe they're up here, I don't know, but literally we come out of the portal room, down this little circle stairs, to portal, and here is a trap. This is about the third version I came up with, because originally I was just going to do a simple drowning trap without realizing those don't work anymore. And then I kind of tried to put some lava in here, and then I also tried... What else did I try? Here, let's put this on, because I've got some lamps in here. Oop. On means that the trap is on, not that the lamps are on. So it's kind of backwards. Off means the lamps are on so that they don't spawn. And as you can see, they start coming in here. Then I tried building this, and I had at the bottom, I have hoppers. And I had them 1 block higher than they are now. It was at the same level as the water stream. And they wouldn't stack up. They were just clogging up the pipe. So I had to take it down 1 block lower so that they get in here. And then eventually they'll start popping up under this iron bars, iron fence, whatever you want to call it. They'll pop in here. Sometimes they get stuck like that on the door. If you just go AFK, eventually they make it through. But if I walk over here and then walk back, usually that'll make them track you enough that they'll get through. But as you see, they're popping up in here. I got a lever. So those 2 mossy cobble on either side here are hooked up to sticky pistons so that when I flip the lever it crushes them to death. Hiss, hiss, hiss. Yeah. I didn't make it any more fancy or where it's just all timed to where I could do 1-hit kills or anything, because as you can see with an Enderman farm, I don't need XP, I just need the supplies. If I want spider eyes, I can crush them for a bit and then take them down most of the way and not kill them. There you go. I kind of stand to the side because it sort of helps in general, but they still get stuck up there. That's why I had it covered over a little bit further, but then I moved it back just so I can see kind of the entrance. I don't want too much light to get in there so that they still spawn, but you can see they just get trapped under here. I think I had up to like 80 to 100 at once when I went AFK and watched a couple YouTube videos and came back. That made a lot of noise when I crushed them, but anyway, flip the lever, suffocate them in the blocks. I can let it off if I wanted XP and spider eyes, but there we go. Sometimes the string comes up here, but down here in the chest is where, as you can see, I've built up a lot of string already. I think I have enough string to finish off the rest of that end farm if I wanted to. But I still need more iron. I do not have the supplies of that built up yet. I need to go do a bunch of caving or mining or whatever just to get a bunch of iron. And I don't know, I might add half the more floors, so I might go up to like 24 floors or something, because really, on a server, it's a little less efficient just because you're connecting through the internet, but on a single player where you're just here local, like, that farm is way more efficient than even anybody with super fast clicky fingers, which I don't even really have. You just can't physically get them all quick enough. So I might test it out. I might add like, another 10 or 12 floors and see how it works. And if I feel like I need to add more after that, I might. But anyway, for now I've got stuff working. I'm going to turn this thing back off so the spiders will stop coming. For the most part, sometimes 1 or 2 will still spawn in there. But I got like a lamp in the ceiling and on each wall except for this front one because it's literally right behind that. Let me close it. Nope, it's open, see? So in here is just, whatever room. Maintenance, you can see a bit of my redstone, redstone here, which behind this block is the redstone lamp. And I've lined it a little bit with glass inside on the front wall anyway, where the water pushes them from the back wall into the front. I put some glass there so it's harder for them to climb, but, these guys just love to climb on things, so it's kind of hard to get them to stop. String didn't come up there that time, but as you see, if there's a ton of it, you can usually catch the hoppers feeding it in here. I've got like a string. See, there's a hopper, a little black line right there. I can't quite cover it all the way up, but I don't really care too much. This is mostly for production. Get us a string. Yeah. I put the column in here of cobblestone just because I kept falling off this thing going around the spiral going up. Oops, here we go. And back to the portal room. So, yeah. And that is where we are. So, I think I'm going to head back to the plantation and I will be back with you guys shortly. And we will talk about Minecraft 1.7 while I wander about. And maybe talk about a little bit of plans for where I want to put some things. around the plantation. I haven't built anything back there really yet. Whoops. Give me that. So I'm going to ride all the way back here, and I'll be back with you guys. Or actually, no. I'm going to show you all the way back, because I don't think you've seen all the way riding from one end to the other, really. Whoops, I'm going a little out of the way. I've lit kind of a torch path through the desert here. It's a little wide. During the day, look, you're not paying attention, you don't follow it, but by horseback, it's really not that far, so... Aww. Most of the time I can ride that thing just right to not take damage. But yeah, I don't know why. This is like Pig Central, it's crazy. As you can see, I've chopped out some trees through this forest so that I wouldn't get caught on them. I just one time went through and just literally chopped a bunch of trees. I got several stacks worth of stuff. Okay, I don't need that. But obviously you think I do, so whatever. Water! There you go. Grow in the water there. Haha! And we're back to the plantation. The farm, the ranch, whatever we're calling it. Go ahead and put you back. A lot of times if I'm making a supply run to the house, I'll just go to the house and put them there. As you can see, I found some diamond horse armor and another saddle or something. I was looking for iron when I was doing the spider spawner, because I needed to make some a piston or two or something, I forget. But I just really, just needed it in general. Maybe it was when I was needing iron bars. I don't remember, but I found another dungeon somewhere in a cave in the jungle, and it had diamond horse armor and stuff in it, so I was like, woo! And I think it also had iron, that's what my horse was wearing, so I have horse armor now. I also have, I forget how many name tags I'm up to now. Let's check here in the storeroom. 4. Yep, 1, 2, 3, 4. Still have my wither skeleton skull, I've got the dragon egg, and if you guys want to tell me some suggestions on what I should do with this thing, please let me know, because I'm kind of at a little blank slate right now on whether I want to do something new with it, or put it on top of like the fountain out there, I'll show you in a second, or if I want to build something new where eventually I will have a beacon. If I go kill a wither and then build a beacon, of course if I do that I need lots more iron for that too, iron or gold or whatever, because I don't really have tons of stuff, but it could be cool, because I think that it looks fun when you have like the beacons and you've got the dragon eggs kind of floating in the beam or whatever. Putting it over some carpet or however you do it, I don't know. We could do something like that, build a cool like beacon / monument / dragon egg housing thingy. So if you guys have some idea of what you'd like me to do with that, then let me know. Because I don't know, I was thinking out here, we could just slap it on top of this fountain. Come on, quit climbing on things. Yeah, we could just put it on top of the fountain. I think it could look kind of cool. It's already got like a centerpiece where it's a block there, and I think yeah, that's a half slab, so it will be a little bit of space with the dragon egg on top, unless I just replace that with a full block. It could look cool. I don't know, whatever. I showed you guys this. I actually never did it. I was thinking of putting some mossy cobble in the bottom of this thing. Why not? Let's do that now. It'll give us a little something to do. But I'm recording this on Sunday, so a few days ago on Thursday, we got the first snapshot for Minecraft 1.7. And, oh crap, where did I put? There we go. I don't think I'm going to use it all, but we'll get it. And, it's a huge one. They didn't even put out patch notes for it. They're just basically like, go figure it out yourself. So I've messed around a tiny little bit in it, but mostly I've just watched videos, and there's some crazy stuff that they added in there, like, really crazy stuff. We've got, like, tons of new biomes. You've got fishing mechanics that are new, and you've got, let's see, that's cool. Let's see, you've got enchantments on the fishing. Let's just go through some of it. Okay, with fishing, you can catch the same regular fish that you used to be able to, but you can also catch let's see, pufferfish and salmon now, and then regular fish. And pufferfish are poison, so if you eat them, there we go. This is actually a fun way to use it, because under this water it's kind of subtle. You can see that there's a difference, but it's not this crazy bright green that it is when you have it out in the open, in the air. But yeah, like pufferfish, you get poisoned if you eat it, but if you brew it into a potion, you get a underwater breathing potion that lasts, I think, a couple minutes by default, something like that. And that is awesome, especially if you're like doing clay. So I haven't done as much here, but I play with some of my friends on a private kind of multiplayer server, and I've done a lot of clay collecting on there, where I've got a respiration helmet, and I will go into the ocean and dig it off the floor, basically. And that works pretty well, but you still run out of air decently quick. So yeah, this might not show up super well in video, but as you can see, you kind of got the mossy here and then the regular cobble, and their pattern's the same, but under the blue it mutes it enough that it just kind of breaks up the pattern a little bit. That's kind of cool. Nighttime has fallen upon us. Let's take this back inside. And I could collect a whole bunch more of this. I've got a couple of dungeons and things that I just didn't get it from. I just didn't feel like collecting it at the time and didn't have a use for it, so I figured if I have a use for it, I'll come back for it. 'Cause, you know, like, I don't know. It seems like everyone's like, yes, we need the mossy cobble, we need it because it's rare, but then it never gets used, so who knows, whatever. Ooh, I know something I can show you. Anyway, back to Minecraft 1.7 in a second. First, I've added a couple little shelving things and a bunch of paintings down here to kind of dress up this front area. I might add some rugs or carpets in here, but just wanted to show you. The basement is nearing, it's pretty much complete. Because, we've added these rooms in here. I think I'm going to keep this the way it is instead of adding any carpet. And as you can see, we still have lava in here and it hasn't burned our house down. So I think by now we're pretty safe. For the longest time I still have my work chest here, and I finally cleared that out recently. And we're in the lounge, so let's just get some tunes. Oh yeah, stall. Let's see, there we go. I'm Polygon Wizard, would you like a drink? Hey, whoops. I get a little hidden back here, but yeah, let's talk about Minecraft 1.7 Snapshots, yeah. Whoops, one too many keys, there you go. Alright, I hope you guys like the little goofiness there. But anyway, 1.7, big thing, new biomes, woo! They've released a few, teaser snapshots and things, or snapshots, screenshots of them beforehand, and now that the snapshot's out, we kind of know, hey, they look pretty cool, and they had a whole bunch more than they even told us. So we've got kind of the mesa biome, which will be full of hardened clay. There's kind of a bug with it at first when they first put the snapshot out, where all the hardened clay was like not there, so it looked really, really weird and broken, but it actually looked kind of cool. With all these kind of holes in the ground, but then once they fix it, is tons of it. So those is going to be like either some cool place to build something in, or a place to just go in and just strip the land of all its resources and get tons of hardened clay. So that'll be good. It's a little easier to get it than now. They have the roofed forest, which is kind of cool. It's basically spruce trees that have regular leaves on top that are kind of flat and spread out like wide at the top a little bit, and they also have mushrooms in there. It's very dark on the bottom, and they're like thick trees, so they're not just single blocks. There's like 2x2 kind of like jungle trees, like the large jungle trees. They're not as tall, but they're not thick. There are giant spruce forests with really tall trees that are like as tall as jungle trees that are really cool looking. I think that's what it was called, I don't remember. There's ice spike plains, which have these really tall ice spire things built out of new block called packed ice. That is apparently, like, ice right now is technically not a full block, I think. So this one is, I don't know. Not sure right now, you can't craft it, but maybe in the future we will, who knows. But you can still find it in that biome. My favorite, I think, is the savanna, because they have a real good job of, how the biomes have their specific colors and stuff. the savanna has a cool color to it, and they've used kind of jungle trees with, I think it's the leaves that are normally on, maybe it's not that, I don't remember, it's the leaves that are normally on, come here, record, where'd you go? Oh, I'm drawing a blank, the birch trees, duh. I think that's the leaves they're on, but it's kind of like this cool little new tree shape, which a lot of places have new tree shapes. And they also have biome-specific flowers. Now, some of them show up in more than one biome, but there's a ton of them. There's like, the red flowers have been turned into poppies. Now you get roses from a rose bush, and you have got like daisy, you've got a few other ones, like white flowers, pink flowers, there's an orange flower. I think there's like a magenta flower. I can't remember the names of all of them. I don't have it right in front of me right now. But they all grow up and you can use them to make dyes too, which is cool. Like, it's just a new way to make dyes directly, so you don't have to mix them. So like before with magenta, I think it was what? Light blue or blue plus purple. Now you can get it directly from a flower, which is cool. There's also 2 high grass. So it's 2 blocks tall, so tall grass and tall ferns. You know, the little fern things that kind of grow in jungle forests. They go 2 high now too. I don't think you can gather them that way or make them, but they kind of grow naturally, which is pretty cool. My thoughts on that is, I hope they add a new crop, because now that they've sort of put a bunch of new plants, flowers and stuff in there, it seems like maybe that's kind of what they're going for as the theme this time, of environmental stuff. I really want them to put corn into the game as a crop, and have it be 2 blocks tall, because I think it would be really awesome to build rows of corn. Kind of like build it where you have 1 row of corn here and 1 here with a space in between, so you're just walking through rows of corn and it's all like 2 blocks high. I think that would look pretty awesome. Plus, you know, who wouldn't want corn on the cob as a thing to eat in the game? Or, I don't know, something. I'm sure you could, I don't know, just make it a new crop. There's no real need for it, I guess, because we've already got it, but hey, this farm would look cooler if we could add another crop to it, you know? We've got wheat, we've got melons, we've got potatoes and carrots, but if we could do cornfield too, that would be pretty awesome. There's no rumors based on this or anything, that's just kind of my wishes. I think it'd be awesome. And I also think it'd be cool if the biomes eventually got an actual new wood type or two to match them, so if the savanna, instead of having something that's made of jungle wood and just shaped differently, if it had an actual new tree, that would be cool. Again, I don't know that they're planning on this or not. It would be awesome. I mean, 1.7 is still a long ways away, so there's going to be a lot more new stuff, and we'll see in the snapshots coming in the future. There's also some cool technical stuff they added, like a summon command. So if you're using command blocks on a server or just in creative or wherever, you can summon things, and you can have so many nested commands so that they are writable. So I've seen a video of, if you know Doc M77, he has a bunch of guys that they go through the snapshots all when they come out and just test a bunch of things, and they have a video on just messing around with the summon command, and they have it like, let's see, it is a chicken riding on a cat, riding on a dog, riding on a donkey, and at the beginning of that video they have like a flying dragon fight where they have a minecart on top of a dragon as a seat that they can sit in. They're flying around shooting bows and arrows. It is absolutely ridiculous. What else? Like with the fishing, I missed some stuff. Like you can get a bunch of different stuff from fishing now too. Like you could enchant your rods with lure and something of the sea. I should have looked this up before I started recording. But basically you enchant fishing rods to make it more likely that you will get a bite and more likely that you'll get good items, because you get sort of 3 categories of items now. You get junk, which is something like sticks and bottles, or I forget what all is in there, but it's called the junk category or whatever. You have treasures, which you can get name tags now, and enchanted books or regular books and things also from fishing. And you can get all the different kinds of fish now too, so it's really cool. It's going to make fishing a viable thing in the game, really. Like before, you could do fishing, it was slow and you could get some fish and use it as food if you wanted, but it's kind of like the only reason you would do it is if you wanted to tame an ocelot and have some cats about the place. And now they're adding a whole bunch of new stuff to it, which I think is really, really cool. So I'm looking forward to it a lot. I won't be doing any snapshots here in my Let's Play, just because of all the bugs and things that it can introduce, and I can't use Optifine and all those fun things that I like to use, but I don't know, if you guys are interested, maybe I could do a video on the snapshot and just try and mess around with a few things if you wanted me to do that. I don't know if I'll have time. Let's walk on the pool table. And I hope you guys enjoyed this kind of walkie-talkie around bit. Now, I'm going to quickly run back outside if it is daytime. Nope, I haven't wasted quite enough time yet. Oh, hey, how's that for timing? Woohoo! Let me know in the comments what you guys are looking forward the most to and from the new snapshots, or what you've enjoyed the most from messing around with it yourself so far. Alright, this little thingy out here, I want to build something, I'm not sure. At one point I thought I wanted to build a windmill out here, but my idea is too big. So I'm going to have to build it elsewhere. So I don't know if you guys think, maybe this is somewhere eventually I could put a beacon. Because this is like, this little like island here and all around this little pond is kind of the default spawn. So if your bed gets broken, you will spawn out here, which you've seen in a video or two before happen to me. So, I don't know, it might be cool to mark it like, this is the original spawn. Put like a beacon. Maybe a structure, and with the dragon egg there, I don't know, that could be cool. Interesting. You guys got any ideas for that? Let me know. Then back of this away, we've got our stables and stuff. Like I said, I want to build a windmill. I'm not sure exactly where I want to put it, but I was thinking maybe back this direction. See, now I can just actually use this dock for fishing once we eventually get 1.7. It'll be cool! Our fishing pond will be full of fish. No squid right now, sometimes there's a bunch. But maybe like on this hill up here, I was thinking of doing a windmill that takes up quite a bit, like about that wide and fairly tall. I have an idea in creative I built out that I kind of want to tweak a little bit, but, you know, whatever. I think it would fit up there. I'm going to have to measure it, so it may or may not go there. Like the windmill, I want it to be maybe on the hill. I could also build it behind the house, up on that hill over there, past all the cows and sheep, and the doghouse and stuff up there, so maybe... Ooh, hello, squid. That would be an idea. I want to build a chicken coop, which I think... Oops, if I fall down here... I'm going to eventually build sort of a path or road, do some, kind of like what I've done with the past in here with gravel and cobble and stuff, and build it, whoops, that way. I've got all these torches in this gap. Build that through here, so I'll have kind of a path that'll run up between the house up here, the fishing hut, and all the way up through and on to the stronghold. That's going to take a lot of supplies, so it'll take me a little while to build it, but it will also give me an excuse to put buildings back here. So I was thinking, move the chickens out of the stable, put a small or medium-sized chicken coop somewhere back here. I don't know if I want to do kind of a tall one or a wide, long one or whatever. Haven't really thought about it yet, but I could build one of those back here. We could put some other stuff maybe, I don't know, like a wood chopping, like woodworking building. I was going to say office, but that wasn't quite the word I was looking for, so I don't know. Because we got kind of this forest back here, and I wouldn't want to chop all the forest down, but make it look like, yeah, we go out here and chop trees and stuff. And we've got kind of a lumber mill. We could build that sort of a thing. That'd be a cool idea that I have not, again, worked out, but I think that would be cool back here. I have, for the roof, let's go a little closer, an idea I want to do for the roof that, I don't know, I may do that next, may not, I don't know. I have it worked out. And I've mentioned it before. Now that we've done a bit of adventuring stuff, I'm kind of wanting to do a bunch of building again. So, up there, it will peek up above the top of the roof a little bit, so that we can see it. But it's going to be a rooftop area that I think is pretty cool that, I don't know. It would never work in real life, let's just say. But, hey, this is Minecraft, we can do something fun, and... it involves having water on the roof. So I'll just tell you, it's going to be kind of like a pool, a rooftop pool area. Kind of like, you know, if you're in somewhere like New York City or a big city where they have apartment buildings that are, you know, skyscrapers, tall buildings, a lot of times have pools on the roof. But this house, not so much, whatever. But it'll give me an excuse to use the space up there. It'll be fun. And then, you know, this little area in this room where I've just got a derpy little stairway up there, I can make that a little fancier, and we can have something up on the roof. I think it'll be pretty cool. So I've got an idea built up. It's got, you know, works with my style a little bit in that it uses a lot of leaves and stuff in there, and it's kind of similar to this in that I've got some fences and leaves and vines and things but above a pool instead of above my grave. Victim of real life. I don't know. I just think this cracks me up, so I'm keeping it here as long as I can. I thought that I could put the dragon egg here and just put it on my grave. That was another random idea I had, but I don't know. It doesn't seem like something that's really, you know, super cool to do with the dragon egg, so maybe not. Maybe I should have put a beacon underneath this. I don't know. I can't remember if I have any tunnels or anything, so that's something I'd have to look into if I'd even have space underneath. But have, like, put some glass or whatever here so that I have laser shooting out of my grave. That would be kind of goofy. Seems like something I might do. I don't know. I'm shooting out random ideas, so maybe it'll spark some ideas in you guys. So, I'm gonna go in here just because we haven't visited the fishing hut in a while. And I can't remember. Yeah, I got a fishing rod and some raw fish. I think all the rest of the supplies have gotten out here, but hey, now we've got all this storage in here, and once they do change it, like, dude, we could totally fill up all those chests with different kinds of fish, then we could fill it up with all the junk that we get. It's gonna be awesome. I'm really looking forward to the fishing. So, that's all for now. We've made a lot of progress since last time, since my crazy Enderman fight, or Ender Dragon fight that did not go to plan. Like, you guys seem to really enjoy it. I did too, even though I sounded kind of angry and frustrated at bits in the video. It was a blast, I'm telling you. Like, it did not go according to plan at all, but I think that's actually better. It's definitely better for video. You guys really liked my raging. So, I have plans. I'll do some more stuff like that in the future. I'm going to have to go farm some wither skeletons. I'm really messing up my terms today. Go to the nether, fight some wither skeletons with my looting sword, right? Yes. Smite 4, looting 2. I shall smite you with justice. Yeah, I don't know. Sword of justice plus 2. Just something goofy, random. I wanted to put on there just because that's what I felt at the time. So, but I kind of like it. I think it's my favorite tool name I came up with so far because it's the goofiest one. Although bow tie, that's kind of funny too. I was trying to think, anything else I want to talk about? No, I don't think so. So yeah, I just wanted to give you guys some ideas of plans, show you a couple like farm things that I started with the Ender farm, and I'll be, you know, working on those some more. Eventually, I kind of wanted to get it up and running, and now it does, so I can make better tools and don't have to worry about levels quite so much, and it'll be good. So, hopefully we'll get some silk touch out of it. I've got my fortune pick still, not this one, but I still have it stored away. Yeah, I hear you in my mushroom farm. Shut it, zombie. And I think that's enough wandering around today. And we will see you next time after, yep, my pumpkin did grow back over there. Of course it should have. I don't know. I haven't been spending much time here. I've been all over at that spider farm and the end farm a lot recently. So, anyway, as the sun goes down, it's time to end this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and please let me know what you guys think of my plans for buildings around here, anything else you'd like to see. And let me know what you guys are looking forward to the most or having the most fun with in 1.7 in the snapshots. So, we'll see you next time.